Set to go. They're off and racing. Restrained was Crema Inglesa, the early back marker. Mrs. Meader wants nothing to do with the lead either early. Just settles in and gets a toe through the first furlong. Those who do want to get on with it include Sydney Muse now on the outside, who comes ranging alongside Peaceful Night. Behind those, and close third is Kingston Joy. Kingston Joy followed by Alba Longa and Recherche. And Mrs. Meader sits second last. Last of all is Crema Inglesa. So they race on in the bright sunshine here as we head towards the end of our evening. And Sydney Muse out in front from Peaceful Night. Sydney Muse pulling on now by 2.5 lengths or so. Peaceful Night's in second place. In third, heading to the bend now, is Kingston Joy. Kingston Joy followed then by Alba Longa, with Recherche next. And still the two at the back end of the field restrained are Mrs. Meader ahead of Crema Inglesa, who has been last throughout. But Sydney Muse galloping on strongly, enthusiastically, 2.5 lengths in front of the field. Peaceful Night in second place as the bend now starts to unfold, with Kingston Joys in third, Alba Longa moving a bit closer now, Recherche now just taken back a little bit, restrained, followed by Mrs. Meader and the back marker Crema Inglesa. So they head round the turn then, just over 5 to run from this point. Sydney Muse has been tremendously enthusiastic throughout, and she leads still by 2.5 lengths to Peaceful Night in second place. Alba Longa's in third as they begin the turn for home now. Alba Longa still just ahead of Kingston Joy and Recherche. Crema Inglesa next, and Mrs. Meader to the outside, well in touch in the pink silks as they move on. The leader is still Sydney Muse, but a reduced lead now. Peaceful Night still just second. Alba Longa's got much closer on the wide outside of these. Then in behind them, Kingston Joy. Mrs. Meader, bit of a drifter in the market, but travels as well as anything. Recherche next, and Crema Inglesa is now last of all and working away. Heading then down with just over a furlong and a half left to go. Change of lead now. Alba Longa out in front now as Sydney Muse weakens tamely. Alba Longa being challenged now from the back of the field by Mrs. Meader and Crema Inglesa, who's getting going nice and strongly, but late in the day. Alba Longa, though, goes again. Came under pressure, found another gear. Alba Longa and Hector Crouch romped to victory. Another 4-length winner by the looks of things. Alba Longa beats Crema Inglesa in second, and Mrs. Meader was third.